And good evening, everyone. A busy show ahead on this Friday, starting in Niagara Falls. We may be one step closer to this project coming to fruition. This week, a state appellate court ruled in the city's favor in an eminent domain case, with the Falls hoping to construct the Centennial Park Events Center complex just about a block away from the casino. It would be complete with a 6,000 or 7,000 seat arena. Now, a company called Niagara Falls Redevelopment has long fought that eminent domain takeover of the land. It's about 12 acres at issue here. The city says part of that isn't even technically owned by NFR because it was never fully transferred over years ago. The rest, though, has been undeveloped for many years. NRF, though, now claims that it needs that land to build this, a nearly $1.5 billion technology and data hub. The developer claims that project would create thousands of construction jobs and then more than 500 permanent positions at this so-called digital campus. And they say that would be on top of hundreds of indirect positions. Robert Restaino is the mayor of Niagara Falls, and he's live here with me tonight. It's great to have you back on. Thank you.
Michael. Good to be with you.
There's so much here to unpack, so I'm glad we can kind of walk people through what's happening and sort of what comes next. And I do want to start by explaining to people the area we're talking about specifically. So this right here is the casino. A lot of people are familiar with that. The plot of land in dispute, look, it's just about a block away, highlighted right there at the corner of Falls Street and 10th Street. Again, up to 12 acres of land subject to eminent domain here, something NRF has been fighting for many years. So let me start with the question of what happened in the appellate court this week and what it means for what you can do now moving forward.
Yeah, as a part of our endeavor to take the property and get it developed, we discovered, and I think you alluded to it in your opening, we discovered that a portion of the property was already owned by the city and never properly transferred because it was a park. That discussion, as we were moving toward making an offer, a fair market offer for the property, triggered the landowner to think that they could take another shot at the eminent domain order of last September. And so they tried again at the appellate division, and the appellate division in a 3-sentence decision said, no, that's not going to work. The city is still able to go forward with eminent domain. So now where we stand is that we are going to proceed with the parkland issue to make sure that we quiet title there. Also make an offer, a fair market value offer on the other portion of the land. And we hope in some short order to be able to secure the site and then move on to the more important questions of development.
Yeah, and in terms of that development, I read in the Niagara Gazette today, you believe the price tag to build this big event center is now about, what, $200 million? We'll show some renderings here of what it may look like. Walk us through how quickly you think something like that can happen. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, you got to get the land first, but that's the goal, right? Right,
that's the goal, and I think the goal for us too is to expand our tourist season, right? To expand our season downtown. We've already gotten a commitment from the Ontario Hockey League for our center once constructed. And so we think that given the fact that Western New York is a great hockey location, we have great support. And the fact that the OHL is extremely interested in us gives us already sort of a winter tenant. But the plan is, how fast can this go? Well, a lot of that will depend upon just clearing the title, getting ourselves in position to the site, and then starting to talk with our partners at different levels of government on the importance of this project, not just for Niagara Falls, but also for the region. I mean, think about the fact that there are probably 15 million people that live 90 to 120 minutes away from Niagara Falls. And by bringing them here in the winter months, I think of all of the things that also the city of Buffalo and the greater Western New York area also have to offer. We just need to try and get on people's radar screen, if you will, to think about our region in the winter. We don't have any problem attracting people spring, summer, and early fall.
Yeah, you've got the falls themselves to bring them there. I did reach out to NRF today to get a statement or to get a comment on this one, and did not hear back. But they've come at you pretty hard in all of this, and saying that you're sort of standing in the way of what would be a $1.5 billion project there. How do you respond to that?
Well, a couple of days ago, the local newspaper walked people through the many promises and empty containers that were left after that. You know, the developer, the property owner, promised a hotel and spa at the location that you've heard called the Turtle, which is directly downtown. On this very site, they had promised a $100 million hotel resort. Now, they've been having in possession of this property since 1997. And you still look, when you showed the rendering to everyone of the location, it's still all vacant, 142 acres. We believe that the data center project is just another one of these promises that are made that they never have any intention of fulfilling. Over the course of those many years, they haven't been able to deliver on any project. And so all of a sudden, this project becomes prominent because we've taken an interest in the land. I think it's strictly for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, I've covered NRF and the vacant properties that they've owned in Niagara Falls since I moved here 16 years ago. So that's certainly a lot of truth to that. Mayor Restaino, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.